Yo, what up, y'all? Making a quick little update. As you can see, I threw some primer on it. It's all welded in. Everything's welded. I still got some welds to grind, but I wanted to get some primer on it. I'm really not too worried about grinding them welds out right now. Just because my main goal right now with getting this stuff done is to get the inner panels. What I really need to do is get the inner panels done, that way I can work on the bottom of the car, because I really want to get this body back on the frame. So I think this weekend I'm trying to assemble my crew. We're going to try to get the body rotated, because my big ass can't fit between this little space. It's a little cramped over there. Little cramped. See what I'm saying? So, yep, Monday afternoon right now. Had a 4-day weekend here, so got a lot of shit done. Like I said, my biggest concern right now is getting the body work to at least this point, to where the metal's done, the metal's in. I can throw a coat of primer on it. And I can concentrate on the bottom of this car. I really need to get the bottom of the car done, because like I said, I need to get everything back on the frame. I'd really like to get the body on the frame before it starts getting too damn cold, because I'd like to spend the winter at least, doing wiring, getting it basically to that point where all I need to do is throw some Bondo on this thing, get it blocked out, and hopefully by mid to end summer next year I'll have this bitch on the road. I mean, that's what I'm hoping, y'all. That's what I'm fucking hoping, but we'll see how it works out. Obviously with a car, everything goes twice as slow, so yeah, so anyway, got that done. Looks pretty good. Looks good in primer right now. This spot weld shit, I think I might have got it figured out. Everyone was telling me less wire. Compared to what? So I had that fucker down to like 25, 30, wire feed, and it just wasn't doing it. So I kept turning it up and up and up, and I finally got it up to about 40 or 50 with the voltage all the way up to 10. And like I said, this is just that's what I'm rocking, the Miller-Matic 135 115 volt. So right about here, this is the setting. Yeah, about 60. I had it in between 50 and 60, and the volt's all the way up. And I would just start in the center, in the very center, and just let it sit there, and I could watch it just build and build. Then I would start working my puddle around. Obviously not like this, but just barely, just working that puddle around, and you could just watch it. You could just watch that puddle soak into the outer material, and then I think I had it. I think I was getting it. So, tip to those who don't know. That's what's up with that. Just mess with it. Everybody kept telling me less wire, but I think that just because of the way my garage is wired and the way this was working, and that's just what worked for me. And they did stick. They did. I tested a bunch of them. I stuck my screwdriver in there and pried it around. None of them busted. It wasn't loose. That you couldn't see the two panels waving on each other. Everything was solid. So that worked for me. Worked for me. There's a little tip for y'all. Maybe with a bigger welder, I would have had to crank the wire speed all the way down, But then again, I probably wouldn't have had that fucker topped out if I had a 220 welder. But that's just the way it worked for me. So that was working for me. I got that to work. The spot welds are good. Well, I didn't grind them all out. I know that not every spot weld stuck on this, but I know that I know a lot of them did. I checked them all, and probably about 90% of them all were sticking. And I ground out a bunch of them and re-drilled them and did them again. So this thing ain't gonna fall off while I'm driving down the street or something like that. So that's good. I did kind of warp this panel just a little bit. It's not, I don't know, when it was tacked, it was sitting just fine, and then as I ran some beads, ran some little stretches on it, it kind of started, that is a bulge. So hopefully I can get rid of that with, a little bit of body work. What else did I do? Oh, I got the engine. I clear coated my engine Saturday. I took it all apart and kind of cleared it up. But right now she's looking good. A lot shinier, a lot shinier. I was hoping it'd come out a little more durable too, because I was getting a lot of chips. But you can just see that shine now. You can just see it. So, anyway, I got all that good. Did that Saturday, like I said. Clear coated the motor. Looks so much better. Clear coated everything. I just said fuck it and just left like all this shit on. This is already put on, so I just left it. Clear coated the motor mounts. I just went to town. I did everything I could. All the front drive assemblies. Well, except for I took the serpentine setup off, but like my water pump and all this shit, I clear coated all this shit too. I did clear coat these two new pieces I got. I clear coated that shit. I want to I think I'm gonna get some fine grit sandpaper, and I might polish this up just a little bit. I don't want to get a polish, but maybe just make it look a little better. I don't know. I should just clear coat it the way it is. That way it matches the rest of everything else. But anyway, all right. That's all I want to throw out there for y'all. Quick little update. Like I said, not a whole lot. Hopefully this weekend I can get my boys over, get the crew, and we're gonna get this fucking body swapped. My plan is to take the body, drop it onto the frame, push it out. I gotta flip-flop my bricks, so I gotta put the tall ones in the back and the short ones in the front. We'll wheel it back in. We'll pick the body up. Obviously we'll have the front ones won't fit with the frame, so we can't set up the front, this setup. We can't set that up until the frame's out. So I'm trying to get like 7 of my boys over here so we can get this done. Just lift it up, push it out, move the bricks, lift it back up, set it back down so I can get that driver's side knocked out. And my homeboy, I don't know, I don't want to jinx myself, but my boy's got a degree in body work. He told me he finally, I was talking to him the other day, and he's like, why fucking you ask me for help, man? I was like, cause man, that ain't the kind of person I am. I'm not gonna fucking beg somebody for some help, If y'all want to help me, help me. If you don't, tell me. Don't say you're gonna help me and then not help me. So I'm not gonna sit here and beg for it. But he said he'd come help me and help me knock out that other side. So I'm hoping to get that shit done before it gets too fucking cold. Here it's middle of August, going on September. I'm hoping that I can get that other side rocked out in half the time, because I'll have help. And then, like I said, I need to concentrate on the undercarriage. I want to get that undercarriage cleaned up. I want to get it coated. I think I'm just gonna grind it all down with some wire wheels. And I got that goofy little angle sander thing, and I'll get in some good spots with that. And then I'm just gonna epoxy primer the bottom, just spray paint. And then I'm just gonna use some roll-on bed liner. I'm just gonna roll on bed liner that whole fucking bottom of the car, just the entire bottom of the car. And then we're gonna put the body on, put the body back on the frame for good, bolt it down, and then I'll concentrate on, getting the fine tuning done, getting the welds ground down, and then I'll, over the winter, obviously it'll probably be too cold in here to do any body work, so I'll start laying out my wiring, getting everything wired, get the doors back on, start assembling, start getting shit together, because that's where I want to be, together. But we'll get there, right? All right, don't want to talk your ears off. Thanks for watching, y'all. Later.